place is right here, Straight Blast Gym. I'm here every damn day. Another place where, I mean, Temple Bar is the obvious one. It's a tourist attraction for many people come over.
What's your favorite bar in there?
No, I tell you, if you were to go to a bar, I'd probably go to the Guinness factory, to learn about that. That's the Guinness brewery is in Dublin City Centre, so that's a good place to go and visit. Me personally, I like Grafton Street. I like around that.
You need to pop them on, and you're not wearing them right now. Congratulations, brother. We saw you go for a lot of submissions. We're used to seeing you do your dart choke, your head and arm triangle, everything from a front heel lock. Is this a part of your arsenal that we haven't really seen you submit from your back?
Absolutely. The game plan was to get him so aggressive that he wanted to use so much energy. He had me pinned up against the cage, which I'm sure a lot of people were unsure of. But I had him in a can opener situation, which I use with a lot of different jiu-jitsu people, which takes a lot of energy out of them. I'm a veteran in the sport. I have a lot of experience. And I had a lot of hay stacked in that barn ready for it to go round 5. And I just kept my composure. And as soon as I felt that submission sink in, whether it was the arm bar, he reversed it. I knew it was going to be there all day. I had my feet on his hips. I just knew he was going to put a lot of forward pressure, and there was the triangle. Listen to the corners, and that was it.
Yeah, well, Tony, first of all, congratulations, man. You know, I always like watching you fight. You went in there, you had a beautiful performance. Early on, you seemed to have your eye was bothering you a little bit. It seemed like you maybe got poked in the eye or hurt with a punch. What was going through your head there, and how bad was it bothering you early in that fight?
I couldn't really see on about this way, about halfway out of my eye. Stuff happens in a fight. I mean, it is what it is. But a lot of experience that I have, I knew how to weather the storm. And he was just going to keep putting forward pressure. I knew he was going to try to take me down. And this isn't wrestling. I don't care about the takedowns. Go ahead and take him down, and you're going to stuff some elbows. You're going to feel everything that I'm going to have in my guard.
Well, Tony, you and I were working together the night you and Kevin kind of kicked off your rivalry here on the air, and you seemed to really be talking to him during the fight as well. How much smack talk, how much of his smack talk maybe bothered you at all before this fight, and what were you saying to him during the fight?
Well, he used all that energy.
Something you're doing, do you take that into consideration throughout your training camp? Do you take time for yourself? Because you seem to be a really, powerfully willed person, and I respect you for that, man. You come in here, you say you're going to get things done. So my hat's off to you, first of all, for being like that. But how is that in training? What are some of the things that maybe you do that make you so mentally strong when you get into that octagon?
Oh, man. I've mastered the basics. I've definitely mastered the basics. I've taken a lot of time to do that. But I have to do extreme types of things like take an ice bath instead of a cryo, go climb up a mountain, but instead of wearing nothing, I'm wearing a 50-pound pack. Once I get to the top, I'm doing different things that are just going to keep it up here. I have all the tools that I need. I can't keep, what did Bruce Lee say? You fear the man that practices like one kick 1,000 times, not the man that knows 1,000 kicks. I have a lot in my arsenal. I have a very big toolbox, and I'm Mexican too, so I'm very willing to be able to use duct tape and brick when I have to, and really put my mind and my mental to it. So as long as
I cracked him with the left hand, and I saw him in a bit of panic, but he stayed very.
Nice to see that. Conor, going back to the Mayweather fight, the stoppage, in your opinion, now you've watched it back, was it early? Would you prefer to have
Adelaide Bourne's husband? Adelaide Bourne's husband, Robert Bourne. That's all I'll say on that. Right. That's her husband. When we came face to face and we went and we done the rules thing, when Floyd was here and I was here and the ref was here, he was always staring at me. And I'm looking at him staring at me, and I'm like, I could see in the peripheral of my vision that he was just looking at me and he wasn't looking at Floyd. I was almost going to say, he's fighting as well, mate. Give him the fucking, give him a rules meeting. You know what I mean? What's going on there? Every time we tied up, he literally wrestled me off him. So, I don't know, it is what it is. I knew I was not going to get a fair shake out there. I thought it was an early stoppage. How the fuck can you stop a fight when there was no knockdowns or nothing previous? The round before, I almost had him dropped. I hurt him to the body. I hurt him to the body the round before. So how the fuck can you, like round 10, then stop it like that when there's a first sign of a wobble? Nah, man, you've got to let these fights go on, so.
And
no problem. We don't know what's next. I have titles to defend as well. I deserve to see the scorecards there. I think it was very close. 5 to 4, and then he was winning the 10th. I think 4 rounds, and then he had 5, and he was winning the 10th, and it stopped early enough. Like, tell him to look. Even the referee, when he came into the bleeding dressing room, I can wrestle in clinches all day, or wrestle and grapples all day, and I was like, mate, what are you even mentioning that for? Like, it's like, and he was when he was giving the instructions, he was looking right at me. I want a clean, clear fight. And I was almost, before we started the fight, I was almost going to say, mate, he's in the fight as well. Because he was hitting me when we were tied up as well. But I thought the ref did a great job from letting the fight play out. I just think the stoppage was a little early. Let me go out with my shield. Let me go down. You know what I mean? There was, what, a minute left, 50 seconds left. Look very, very closely before you stop a fight of that magnitude. Not rattled once. So what can you do? In a way, I'm happy for them. 50 and all. You know what I mean? What, they rolled in and took the belt and took the money belt and all the things called. What way would that have been? So what can you do? Fair play to him. I'll take my hat off to him every day. He was composed. I don't think he was as single shots. Good straight right hands to the body. But I had him early rounds, I thought, and then whatever. It's his composure that won him that fight, and his experience. So. Game, and through that and through a belief in my team and my ability, I have just gained a bulletproof confidence that cannot be stopped.
Are you big on predictions? Do you usually make predictions before fights, and if so, how will it end on the 11th?
I always make accurate predictions. I've predicted many contests. I've predicted my entire career, and you know, I predict the future. So for me, I have already predicted this contest. I predict 4 minutes of the first round he will be KO'd.
First round? Wow.
Yes, I feel that the power matched with the precision, he will not be able to take it. So 4 minutes, first round, he will be done.
Coming off of an explosive press conference here in Torrance, California, here with Conor McGregor. And Conor, a lot of people have sat in that seat that Nate Diaz sat in today. How do you think he handled it? You said that people have shrank when they've been put in that McGregor bubble. How did Diaz respond to it?
The same, and he kept, you know, I felt he shrank as well. You know, he maybe put it up a little bit better than many, but I still feel he shrank. He kept looking to Nick. I was almost talking to Nick more than I was talking to Nate, so. But whatever, this is nothing. The fight is March 5th, 10 days. I'm looking forward to it.
And he made a pretty strong accusation towards you.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Not even sure how serious we should take it, how serious he meant it.
No, I don't think he did either. I mean, it's serious. It's absolutely ridiculous. The most tested fighter in 2015 I was on the roster, so I am very big against steroids. I have lambasted everyone that has been cut for steroids. Previous opponents have been cut, and I butchered them for everything they were worth for taking steroids. So. And then the fact that his two teammates took steroids and were cut. So I pay no attention to it. It was ridiculous.
Can you describe the level of disappointment that there is not another belt sitting on the other side of that podium today?
Yeah, I mean, this is what, you know, I could see the picture, but again, a bruised foot is you don't want to fight with a bruised foot, no way. So it is what it is.
What kind of injury would it take to keep Conor McGregor from a UFC fight?
You know, there are true injuries. Let's get that right. There are true injuries that can hamper you, but I don't know. I've yet to find one. You know, I've yet to find one.
Answer this question: Conor McGregor fights for the 100 and blank belt first. 45, 55, 70. Give an answer to that.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Conor
McGregor fights, and that's it. That's all you need to know. That's all I need to know. The fans need to know, and that's all the UFC executives need to know. And that's why they high five each other every time. And as long as the real draw is still on the card.
Well, you call yourself Mystic Mac. You've already given a prediction, first round knockout, but you go further than predictions. You describe the exact sequences that lead to them.
Yeah.
So what is going to happen on March 5th with Nate Diaz?
He's a hit and pull fighter. He hits, pulls, and then plods as well. I just think he's too predictable in everything he does. He's in a set pattern, and he neglects other disciplines, and it's hampered them. It's hampered the Diaz brothers' progression as a martial artist. So I feel his body will be ripped to shreds. It's a soft frame. I feel the left uppercut will be a nice one. You know, the long range is an illusion. I feel my left uppercut will ping him clean.
Are you excited to test yourself against bigger guys? You know, he mentioned size over and over again at this press conference. Is that something you like to do?
This is martial arts. There is, in true warfare, weight is not an issue. So this is something I.
After the fight, you had some words for Conor McGregor. Of course, you're being asked about him over and over again. Do you think he has anywhere to go, or are you confident that he will be fighting you next?
Check. Straight up, this is chess, man. You got nowhere to go. You're in check. So you need to defend. Don't vacate the thing, because you know what? This isn't about the money fight. What it is about pride, man. You don't want to see me holding your real belt, buddy. So you need to defend it. And if you want, go ahead and just leave it right there. Sit it down and just walk away, okay? Just sit it down and walk away. Nobody will get hurt.
Do you get the impression that Conor will want a challenging fight like yourself, or that he will walk away from it?
I know Conor. Conor's a gamer. He's an athlete. And as much as I talk and everything else, it would be the most impressive game fight in the world. And I feel that if he wants a game opponent, you can't go to Nate. Nate's not your game opponent. You want a righteous opponent. You want somebody who wants to talk. Look, I saved some of my best material. I was quiet this whole entire time, man. I was saving some of my best material for you, buddy.
So if you start hearing things about Nate, will you start talking up, or do you feel like you've done the talking, though? That is the talk, right?
This is what it's about. You have an interim title. I'm not hurt. I'm definitely not hurt. They didn't give me any disciplinary, no violation, no nothing. So if I'm not hurt, you need to defend, straight up. So that's in the rule book. UFC, I didn't write it. UFC did.
Dana White has said that.
Conor, you know, but right now I'm not worried about him. Right now I'm worried about just holding this and then showing my baby boy as soon as I get back.
First off, where's the sunglasses?